Hi guys, I'm Kripesh. Let's hit you with the real boundary of humans. What is it? No, friends, it's not religion. It's not your race. It is what it is, and that is identity. What is identity? Boys and girls, does this question hit your curiosity? Let me tell you. Identity is the hierarchy humans build to bind themselves and the people around them. Humans as a race come into life with absolutely no identity. But as we revolutionized our species, we limited ourselves. We limit our growth, and we limit our potential with many identities which trap our minds. Let me tell you about my own life, how the hell it kept me trapped in a loop. And I want you to get it now, means now, exactly at this point in time. I want you guys to figure it out. It took me 21 years of life to finally get out of this loop. The day I was born, it was already full of identity. I was just a life who came into this world as pure life, with a lot of potential. But as I said, because of this identity loop, I was already labeled a son, a grandson, a brother. I was already a guy who needed to be disciplined, obedient, and who needed to get all A's in high school. Okay, I agree. Some of those things are progressive, positive things. But as human beings, we are human. Why the hell are we called a being and not an animal? Because we have a choice. We can figure things out in such a progressive way that every single life comes to its true potential. Let's get back to my story. I always used to think, why do I have to be a certain way? Why do I have to react the exact way society and the people around me want me to? The thing is, if someone is too vocal, it's seen by others as an over-the-top personality. In contrast to that, the way I lived was pretty much in silence. I was termed an introvert by our society, but inside, my mind was a flooded extrovert, meaning I had a million questions running through my head. Why is the functioning of every single person, from society to community to country, built like that? But although it's tough, somehow I figured it out while still being what people called a so-called good boy. While doing that outwardly, I was internally figuring out my own well-being. I was building myself the way I wanted to project myself to the cosmos. I was still getting those A's, but I stopped getting excited about them. I stopped being attached to the results and the validation that people throw at you just for being like that, because that projection is not what I wanted in my life as a living existence. I am not against that projection, nor am I with it. But I am with the thought that as a human being, your unique potential should come out, no matter what. If functioning within society's labels brings that out for you, then I am fine with it. But if it does not, then there has to be another way towards it. Because the exact same human race has produced Albert Einstein, LeBron James, Neil Armstrong, and Abraham Lincoln. So why can you not be great? If that was their potential that came out in some way or another, your potential should come out too. In figuring that out, the only major bullet word that hit me, one word in capital letters, is identity. It was stopping me in every single way. Initially, people limit themselves with their profession. Doctor, engineer, scientist, CEO, CTO, whatever it is. And then, financial capability. I am rich, I am poor, middle class, high class, low class, this class, that class. Then, when all of that layout doesn't work, then comes religion. The major way, my God and your God, my color, my race. Then also comes the place, the cities. I am a New Yorkian. I am from LA, and I am from here or there. And at last, there comes country, which we all are fighting over, and it never ends, going on, and on, and on, and on. The way we are identifying ourselves with absolutely everything, the time is not far when technology expands, and we are going to look up at space and say, I am from Earth, I am an Earthian, and I am from Mars, I am a Martian. That way, it is a never-ending process. And its ultimate result? Every single psychological pain of our life. So now, I do not identify with anything. It is completely unneeded for me. What matters to me is doing the work and being happy about it. Today I could be cleaning a toilet, and another day, hypothetically, I could be a doctor treating sick people. The identity will not stop me from doing the things I want to do. The moment you stop identifying yourself with anything, you can finally think beyond and beyond. If your thinking process itself is not limited, then you can be exactly where you want to be in this universe. And if not, then every second, which is already limited over here on Earth, will be a happy life. I was constricted in that heavy loop for around 20 years. And then, one day, I got a chance to move out of my country. Suddenly, I was left entirely to myself. Whatever I have to do, it is completely up to me. The only question that hit my mind was, why the hell am I limiting myself? If Elon Musk can think about moving to Mars, why cannot I? Why do I have to think only about certain small aspects just because other people achieved those specific things? I am not a tiger or any other animal of the jungle whose life is limited to just managing food and reproduction. Think about that. Animals live to eat and reproduce. But as humans, we have an intellect, and we have the choice to be something that is completely unlimited. So why are we limiting ourselves? Why do I just need to get a specific degree, earn a certain amount of money, and just drive some car? Why the hell is that the determining factor of being successful? It can be a successful life for society, and it can be successful economically for the community. But for me, as a human being born with infinite internal potential, I can't put my life down like that into those tiny identity boxes. Then I decided, let's try to do something massive. Let's think big and unleash our true potential. Failure? Okay, fine. But I will live a very happy life, even as a failure. Mind you, I am not saying be a failure or be okay to fail. It is not okay to fail. Don't fail. But even if you do fail, until the very last day of your life, it is okay, because the whole existence of your life will have been completely blissful, and you actually used your raw potential. Just once. Try not identifying yourself with nothing. Strip away the labels, strip away the boxes, and drop the boundaries. Then you will truly know what you can do in life. You will realize how much blissful you can be, and you will finally unleash the real, unlimited potential of yourself and of each and every human being.